Good morning, YouTube. It's me, Josh, coming at you with a market update. We're going to dive into some of the updated statistics. All of this is up to today's date. Let's dive right in. Right now, we're looking at close price to list price ratio. As you can see, in January of 2022, most homes, the average home closed about 98% of the list price. The list price was $300,000. It only closed at $295,000, right? So then you see an increase of homes selling closer to list price in April, and then July it steadily increases until January 2021, and that's an important time frame because from there it jumps, and almost every home on the market was selling at list price or above, really. And so you have this long consistent line literally from May 2021 all the way until July 2022. That's a whole year of consistent, sales, and the market was very active out here in Katy. I'm a realtor myself, and so I saw a lot of that. And then you see this little spike at the end. This is significant right here because it gets represented on Redfin on a larger scale. So this at the end of July, August in 2022, homes were selling above list price. People were offering $50,000 above list price just to move from whatever state they were coming from. And I mean, it was crazy. And so heading back into the next category. So now we're going to look at the original price versus sold price. So the original price versus the sold price is representing what the home was originally listed for and how much it sold for. So in October of 2021, you see that at the bottom left, you have green, which is the original price, and blue, which is the sales price. Green listed at $325,000, sold for $300,000. Let's look at November, December. Let's look at September 2022. You have a list price of $350,000 and a sales price of $350,000. That's relatively consistent throughout. Basically, if you're a seller, don't expect to get list price. Right. I mean, I know it represents that here in September, but that's not a consistent analysis. And then right here, you have a slight increase. Well, that's December 2021, January 2022. Right there at the beginning of the year, people were trying to move to Katy. Look at some list price versus square foot ratios. Scroll down. The green line represents the list price by the square foot ratio. So over here, you have your y-axis, and it is labeled as the price measurement. So it goes from $0 to $300. And then on the bottom, you have your x-axis, and it is going to tell you the time of the year that you were looking at, right, that it's referring to. And what I would like to point out is right in between July 2017 and January 2018, there's a huge spike, almost double the square footage for like a month. Homes were selling for way over what they were worth. So the next thing I want to point out is it steadily has been increasing because the inflation. All right, there's a reason why you're getting the same home, yet the square footage is getting more expensive. It's because more money is in the market, it's less valuable. We also have more inventory being built, so it's like those list prices by square foot ratios should start coming down. This is a calculation from 755,000 single-family homes in Katy. Pretty accurate numbers here on HAR. The date on market versus the list price median, so it's going to tell us the middle, kind of the average or the median of how long it took to sell at what list price. So you have on your left y-axis, you have the amount of days it took to sell. On your x-axis at the bottom, you have, it refers to the time of the year. Then you have your other y-axis on the right side that represents the list price. The green line is how many days it took to sell. Blue line is the list price. So if we look right here, let's go down to July 2017. The green line is all the way down to 20 days. It only took 20 days on the median home to sell. And it sold, the average list price, the median list price, let's say, would be $270,000 right there. We look at July 2018, similar trend. Median price, $250,000. 20 days to sell. July 2019, similar. Homes are selling a little bit more. It was taking a little longer to sell homes. And then we have a huge separation, right? You can see kind of the correlation. The list price is lower in the winter months, and the time it takes homes to sell goes higher in the winter months. Now let's look at July 2020. It's gone down in July and has not stopped going down since July. I think the average right now is 11 days. When homes are selling quicker like hotcakes this last year. And then you have the list prices steadily rising. So not only do you have less time to place an offer and go through negotiations, you have to pay out the rear. So now let's look at Redfin. We're gonna go through Redfin's. They've got a couple of them. So this is the median sell price. They have it listed at $398. That's the median. Saying it's a 23% increase, 23.5% increase. It steadily goes up from 2020 to 2022, right? So the median sell price is another representation of inflation, in my opinion. However, could be a representation of property value that could be argued. So right here is interesting. So you see, again, you see the dips right there in January. And this is the number of homes sold, right? So you see these dips in January where the market slows down in the winter months, and then it speeds back up over the summer. Well, this summer it speeds up and slows down a little earlier. These are the median days on the market. Yeah, and it says, see, the median day is 11, so that's 4 days quicker than the year average last year, which is still good. The market's still hot. I wouldn't say sellers have much power anymore. You may disagree. I think that desirable properties, you still have leverage as a seller, but I don't think on the average property, the median priced property, I don't think you as a seller are gonna have much leverage. Like, it has to be a super desirable property. Now, this is the sale to list price. This stays pretty constant. It's increased a little bit and then decreased. Then you have the homes sold above list price, and this one's interesting because you see in 2022, the summer of 2021 and summer of 2022, significant increase of homes sold above list price. And that's just insane. That just shows a crazy market. And just look how normal and calm it is. Then you start getting slow increases, those early movers, and then bam, people got wind. And bam, people got wind again. And then homes with price drops. Let's do that one. Homes with price drops has been decreasing over the last 2 years. That's the summer. But then it's increasing again. So you're having more homes with price drops now. So the market is becoming a better, more friendly market for buyers. And the interest rates, I would like to mention that interest rates right now, I was talking to a lender friend of mine, they are low fives on average. You know, good credit, conventional, low fives. There's not a better time to buy right now. You have a lot of price drops. You have a lower interest rate than what it was. Waiting for interest rates to go lower is waiting for the market to get more competitive for you as the buyer. You're not going to be paying as much interest, but you'll be paying that difference on a sales price because you're not going to be the only one waiting for interest rates to go lower. That is a common thought. I think if you want to be a strategic buyer, you'll buy when the price drops. You'll buy when the market is slowing because that's when you get a leg up in the market.